Hi there, I'm Max King. Welcome back to another episode where I review films currently in theaters. Today I am talking about Suzume. Suzume was directed by Makoto Shinkai and follows Suzume, a normal Japanese high schooler who one day encounters this guy named Shota. It turns out that Shota is a person called a closer, which goes around to different abandoned sites closing doors that link to this other dimension where this creature called the worm exists, and he basically tries to prevent the worm from escaping. However, following an incident, Shota is turned into a three-legged chair that Suzume owns, forcing Suzume to help Shota go from place to place closing doors, while also trying to find a way to turn Shota back to being human. Makoto Shinkai has directed two other really well-known films, Your Name and Weathering with You. So this is his third really well-known film. And I'll be honest, I don't love Your Name and Weathering with You, so I went into this film not expecting a ton. But oh boy, did it blow me away. This film's story is very well paced. Now, I was being a little bit vague as far as the overall plot synopsis because I want you to go in with this as much as I had going into this because I only knew about it from a panel I went to go see in Anime Boston just a few weeks ago. So I didn't know much about it when I went in to see it either, and I do think that's the best way to go into this movie because what we learn about this world and what we learn about what's going on, we completely learn through Suzume's eyes. So we know as much as she does as the film progresses, and we have the same reactions that she has. And I feel like the story is very well crafted. It continues to move at a decent pace while also keeping the audiences gripped onto what's going on screen as Suzume goes from place to place trying to close these doors. There's also a wonderful little plot here about pretty much abandoned places and the life they had and dash have. As each place that they go to is an abandoned place that is significant to the people of that area. Um, and that's always I find that very cool. Uh, I do have a small nitpick. Like I said, this film is wonderfully paced until the build up to the third act, where the film kind of just stops for a bit and tries to build up the emotional climax for about 25 minutes or so. And I feel like that wasn't a good way to handle that, mainly because it gives the film like a sudden stop that really feels out of place. That being said, it didn't affect my overall enjoyment of the film, it's just a nitpick I noticed. The characters are really well done here. Suzume goes from place to place, meeting a whole host of different characters, which could have caused a problem for this film by being oversaturated with the amount of characters, but they give enough detail for each character she meets that you understand what they're going through, and you really can sympathize with each character she meets. Suzume herself is a brilliant character and is a great vehicle for the audience to latch onto as we go through this world. Sota could have been developed a little bit more, but to be honest, he's fine for what he needs to be in this movie. He's not someone we're going to latch on to because we're not seeing the film through his eyes. He's just our guide, or Suzume's guide, so therefore he's our guide. As far as the performances are concerned, I'm going to be talking about the dubbed because that is what I saw. The vocal performances here are really well done. No complaints, no notes, no surprise, considering this is done by one of the most well-known dubbing companies of the past decade. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that the dub is really good. The visuals are spectacular. Like, jaw-droppingly beautiful. The layers that the director was able to give this world and make it feel real is spectacular. I love the look of this film. And there are some moments where he blends CGI for creature design, and it works. It actually doesn't feel out of place at all in this film, as opposed to some of the other anime movies I have reviewed over the year that I've been doing this. I really, I really enjoy the visuals here, and it's backed by a beautiful musical score. And I really struggle to find a huge complaint in this movie, other than the nitpicks I have mentioned. I really enjoyed Suzume, and I really feel like it is a good time. You're going to latch onto the characters, you're going to latch onto the story, and the visuals are absolutely breathtaking. I have to encourage that you go see this film because I want more movies like this in theaters. I want more anime movies, period, in theaters. So, again, I'm going to encourage people to see this. I'm giving the film a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed myself. It's a wonderful, wonderful story. A wonderful, full of wonderful characters, beautiful visuals, and a fantastic score. I give the film, like I said, a 9 out of 10, and I recommend this one to really anyone who's just looking for a fantastic film with a fantastic story. Anyway, that's what I felt about Suzume. What did you think about it if you've seen it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time.